And welcome to another video. Today I'm going to read some emails and respond to some comments and some emails that I have recently received after changing the name from the RV Show USA to Wingman Wisdom. And they're all over the place. I think generally speaking, most people thought Wingman Wisdom was a good move. I still love RVing. I am an RVer, a camper, a lover of nature and the great outdoors. I always will be. But I think there's more to life than just the out of doors. And I can't ignore any longer some of the things that I see happening around me. But this one came in from a lady, calls herself Lady Warrior 49. I wanted to address something you mentioned, that people have become divided. RVing is supposed to bring people together. Well, I'm not finding that in my case. I just started traveling in my little travel trailer that I bought from a friend of mine less than a year ago. Even though the trailer is over 20 years old, I still love it and I'm proud of it. However, I'm noticing some people are not proud of that. I'm finding some people who have newer and bigger trailers give the impression that they are above everyone else and doesn't own a big newer RV. I'm even noticing that many RVers or campers mainly keep to themselves and don't mingle with other campers. Some people don't trust strangers anymore. They're afraid because of COVID-19. It's sad, even discourages me at times. It doesn't make things easier because I'm a solo female RVer. That's Lady Warrior 49. I want to tell you, RVing can bring people closer together, but it can't change the world. It can't. We live in a society that is different than it was 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 2 years ago. Our society has changed. I think that egos have always been around. They were back around as soon as the man started walking on these two things. It was all about ego, and today more than ever, it's about egos. Whose is better, whose is bigger, but I also believe that there is no place anywhere in our country where you can find better human beings of all different persuasions than the out of doors. So, Lady Warrior 49, thank you so much. I love older rigs, I really do, especially when they're well taken care of. I love those. Here's one from Wendell Patterson. Wendell's not happy. Wendell says, I'm a conservative, have been RVing all my life. I think you're right on with advice about debt and RV buying, but to say that we might want to lean to the middle, I just can't. I don't like Democrats. How can I have any respect for open borders, Afghanistan pullout, no drilling for oil in our own country, abortion at any time in a pregnancy? And that's just off the top of my head. Now, if I'm out camping and run into a lefty, I don't argue, I just move on. However, my opinion of that person goes right down the toilet. The left has a total lack of common sense, and I find a lot of them are atheists. There are some Republicans I don't like, but that's a handful as compared with the Dems. It goes on, it's just, he gives his 2 cents worth. Well, Wendell, thank you very much. I mean it. Thank you for your comments. I feel your pain. I really do. And I've got some places where I agree with you and some places where I don't. I want you to remember that the forces in our country, the media and the politicians, they want to do what? They want to win. How do you win? You win by instead of making you look good, it's easier to make the other side look bad, to demonize the other side, make them the enemy. Every single thing they do, everything, let's highlight and let's exaggerate and let's just focus on that to turn the people that aren't really paying attention to the big picture to our favor. It's all about influence and manipulation. I have news for you. There are many people who are Democrats who don't like the direction our country is going in. I promise. To cast a wide net and say all Democrats are bad, I don't like them, or all Republicans, or most of the Republicans are good. That sort of kind of, I guess, is true, but if that's true, it's also true that they're not all like that. How many people, I don't care how left somebody is, how many liberals do you think enjoy paying $5, $6 or more for fuel? How about zero? People don't like that. In general, just remember, the media and politicians want you to believe in them. They will tell you stories that make you feel good about you. And how do you feel good about you? Well, let's criticize those other people over there. And it happens on both sides. So Wendell, I feel your pain, but I'm telling you, come November, help is on the way. It is. Our country is waking up. Thank God. I hope it's not too late. I don't believe it's too late. but I think that there are good people on both sides, and I still say it's best to lean in the middle. Take the high road. All right, Traveling Slim says, change. This is about the name change to Wingman Wisdom. He says, change is a piece of the wisdom puzzle for sure. Experiencing new things, being open to change is the spice of life, in my opinion. My only hope is that taking the word RV out of the channel name doesn't hurt discoverability for the RV crowd. I originally found your channel after doing some searches for RV shows, and yours came up. So glad you found the channel, Traveling Slim. And no worries about people finding the channel. Anybody that goes on YouTube that just types in RV Wingman or the RV Show USA, or even if you look at our logo, yeah, there it is, our logo. You see those little RVs across the top? It's very subtle. I am an RVer. I'll always be an RVer. I'm not abandoning the RV lifestyle at all. I'm just opening up and expanding our base. Last one I want to read to you. This person is Russ Miner, and Russ Miner is not a happy camper. He's not happy with the name change to Wingman Wisdom. Here's exactly what he says. He says, Warren, didn't say Alan or Wingman. Warren, seriously? What a mistake moving away from RVs. I don't care about your personal views on families and the system, yes, system in quotes, as you recently called it. You need to stick to talking about RVing and leave your wisdom to yourself. I'm gone. Russ Miner. Wow. As I said, I'm not abandoning RVs, Russ Miner. I promise I am not. But and also, there is life outside of RVing. There is. And there are many, many endless channels that are out there that will tell you how to RV. They will give you all kinds of tips and advice, and most of them are a whole lot smarter than I am. So if all you want to do is hear nothing but RV talk, this probably is not the channel for you. This channel is about relationships, and I'm telling you, the people that watch this channel, the people that make their comments, y'all help me to think. Many people agree with me, at least with some of the things that I say, and some people are drastically opposed to some of my opinions, and that is okay. I believe, as I said a couple of comments ago, that we need to try to go in the middle. That doesn't mean being weak. God, we have to stand up for what we believe in, but to hate the other side because Fox News says they're bad or MSNBC says they're bad is wrong. We're taking the bait. Russ Miner, there is life outside of RVing and camping. There's a lot of good things going on. And I think that RVing and camping can heal many wounds. There are people out there in our country that are like these lost souls, and they are. They're looking for something that they can glom onto. I heard somebody say that we're all walking around with our umbilical cord. We want to plug it into something and feel important. Well, let's plug people into RVing. Let's plug people away from politics, pull it out of politics, and plug it into RVing. Plug it into nature. Nature doesn't care who you are. Doesn't care about your feelings or your thoughts or what you want. Nature is just nature. When you realize that, when you go, you know what, I'm responsible. I have to be responsible for what happens to me. I think you'll be a more grounded human being. So let's help people unplug from the things that are unhealthy and plug into things like camping, families, RVing, nature, religion, church. Groups of people that are good people, not perfect people, just good people that have the best interest of others at heart and not their own self-interest. So that's some of the comments from the name change to Wingman Wisdom. I thank you so much if you've watched this much of the video. I ramble a lot. It's unscripted. Sometimes I get emotional. Sometimes I get passionate. But all the time, I try and be honest. I'd like to know what you think. Hopefully you like the name Wingman. Bing, 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 bing. You like that name? I prefer to call it Wingman Wisdom if my tongue will allow me. But let me know what you think of the name change. I know some of you will not like it. Some of you will. And post your comments down below. Do you think we need to lean more towards the middle? I do. Is it better to take the high road, or let's just pick a side and go to war? I don't think so. Drop a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, share it on social media, hit the subscribe button, make sure you turn your notifications on. Remember, I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. Be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home. I'll see you in the next video.